Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. I'm your host, Jason, and as always, I'm very happy to have you here with us today.
Hi, everyone. I'm Julia, and we're really excited about today's episode because the topic is very simple, but very powerful.
Yes, today we're talking about something many English learners think is impossible. Our topic is 15 minutes a day can change your English.
That's right, just 15 minutes. Not 1 hour, not 2 hours, only 15 minutes a day.
Many learners tell us, Jason, I don't have time to learn English. They are busy with work, study, family, or daily life.
And some learners think, if I don't study English for a long time, I will never improve. But today, we want to change this way of thinking.
Exactly. In this episode, we'll show you how small daily practice can make a big difference. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need a lot of free time.
You just need one small habit and a little consistency every day.
So if you are a beginner, or if you feel stuck with your English, this episode is for you.
Relax, take a deep breath, and stay with us. By the end of this episode, you'll feel more confident and more motivated to practice English every day.
All right, let's get started and talk about why many people think 15 minutes is not enough. Julia, let me ask you something. Why do you think so many English learners believe that 15 minutes a day is not enough?
That's a very good question, Jason. I think many learners believe that learning English must be hard and time-consuming.
Yes, exactly. They think, if I don't study for 1 or 2 hours, I'm wasting my time.
And another problem is comparison. Learners see people speaking fluent English and think, wow, they must study all day.
Right? But they don't see the small daily habits behind that fluency.
Also, many learners try to study for a long time once or twice a week. They feel tired, bored, and then they stop completely.
That's very common. Studying for long hours can feel heavy and stressful, especially after a busy day.
So learners start to think, if I can't study a lot, then I should not study at all.
And that belief is very dangerous because it stops people from even starting.
Exactly. 15 minutes feels too small, so they ignore it. But small time every day is better than big time once a week.
In the next part, we'll explain why consistency is more important than studying for long hours.
Yes, and this part can really change how you learn English.
All right, Julia, now let's talk about something very important. Consistency. Many learners focus on studying for long hours, but they forget one thing. Daily practice is what really works.
Yes, Jason. Consistency means doing a little every day, even if it's just 15 minutes. It's like building a habit.
Exactly. Think about it like going to the gym. If you exercise for 2 hours only once a week, it won't give results. But 15 minutes every day will slowly build strength and confidence.
That's a perfect example. Learning English is the same. Small daily steps are better than long, irregular sessions.
And here's a fact many learners don't know. The brain remembers better when you study a little every day. This is called the spaced repetition effect.
So even if you only have 15 minutes, your brain is absorbing more than studying 2 hours once a week.
Yes, and consistency also reduces stress. You don't feel tired or overwhelmed. You feel in control, and that keeps you motivated.
Exactly. And over time, those 15 minutes add up. After 1 month, you'll realize you practiced 7.5 hours without feeling like it was too much.
Wow, that's powerful. So the secret is simple. Don't chase long study hours. Focus on small, consistent daily practice.
And this habit will not only improve your English, but also build your confidence.
Right. In the next part, we'll show you exactly what you can do in just 15 minutes every day. Okay, Julia, now that we understand the power of consistency, many learners ask, Jason, 15 minutes is so short. What can I really do in that time?
Yes, I hear this question all the time. 15 minutes may sound small, but if you use it correctly, it's very effective.
Exactly. The key is to divide your 15 minutes into small, focused tasks. For example, you can do 3 things in 15 minutes: listening, speaking, and vocabulary.
That's simple. Can you give a breakdown?
Sure. Here's one simple plan. First 5 minutes. Listen to English. It can be a podcast, a short video, or even English songs. Just focus on hearing words and sentences. Next 5 minutes. Speak in English. You can repeat what you heard, describe your day, or practice simple sentences aloud. Last 5 minutes. Learn new words or phrases. Write them down and try to use them when speaking.
That's amazing, and it's very realistic. Even beginners can follow this plan without feeling overwhelmed.
Yes, and here's the best part. These 15 minutes will help you improve all 4 skills: listening, speaking, reading, and writing over time.
And the key is focus. 15 minutes of real focus is much better than 1 hour of distracted study.
Exactly. So the next time you think 15 minutes is too short, remember, small, consistent steps give big results.
I love that. And in the next section, we will give a full sample daily routine for 15 minutes that learners can follow easily.
All right, Julia, now it's time for the exciting part, showing a real, practical 15-minute daily routine that anyone can follow.
Yes, I know our listeners are waiting for something very simple and easy to use.
Exactly. Let's start with morning practice. You can spend just 5 minutes listening. For example, listen to a short English podcast, an audio lesson, or even a few sentences from a YouTube video. The goal is to train your ear and get used to English sounds.
That's very simple, and you don't need to write anything at this time, just listen carefully.
Right. Then, later in the day, you can take another 5 minutes to speak. You can repeat sentences you heard in the morning, describe what you did, or talk about your plans. Even speaking to yourself in front of a mirror works.
I like that. Many learners feel shy, but speaking alone for 5 minutes is perfect for practice. And you can also use your phone to record yourself and listen later.
Exactly, Julia. And the last 5 minutes is for learning new words or phrases. Choose 2 to 3 new words and try to use them in a sentence. Write them down if you want. Small steps, but very effective.
So every day listeners can do 5 minutes listening, 5 minutes speaking, 5 minutes learning vocabulary.
Yes, and the best part is that it's flexible. You can change the order or adjust the topics based on your level.
And after 1 month, even 15 minutes a day will make a huge difference. You will notice that understanding English becomes easier and speaking feels more natural.
Absolutely. This routine also builds confidence because you see progress every day.
And remember, listeners, consistency is more important than long hours. Just 15 minutes a day is enough to start your journey toward fluency.
Exactly. In the next part, we'll talk about common mistakes learners make with daily practice and how to avoid them. Julia, now that we have a simple daily routine, it's important to talk about common mistakes learners make when practicing every day.
Yes, Jason, Even small daily practice can go wrong if we're not careful.
Exactly. The first mistake is trying to do too much at once. Some learners want to study grammar, vocabulary, listening, speaking, and writing, all in one day.
And that's very overwhelming. After a few days, they get tired and stop completely.
Right. The solution is simple. Start small. Focus on listening, speaking, or a few words at a time, and gradually add more.
The second mistake is skipping days. Many learners think, if I missed a day, it's okay, I'll start again next week.
But skipping practice breaks the habit. Even one missed day can slow down your progress.
So the key is, do something every day, even if it's just 5 minutes instead of 15.
The third mistake is focusing only on grammar or only on reading. Some learners spend all their time memorizing rules, but never speak.
Yes, and English is for communication. You must listen, speak, and use new words, not just study rules.
Exactly. So, the main advice is, keep your practice small and focused. Practice every day. No excuses. Use English in a practical way.
If you follow these tips, your 15 minutes will be very effective. You'll avoid frustration and start seeing real progress.
And in the next section, we'll talk about how these small daily steps also build confidence in English. Julia, now let's talk about something very important: confidence. Many learners study English but still feel afraid to speak.
Yes, Jason. Fear of mistakes is a very common problem, but the great news is, just 15 minutes a day can change that.
Exactly. When you practice a little every day, you start hearing and speaking English naturally. Even small progress makes a huge difference over time.
Yes, for example, repeating sentences, practicing vocabulary, or speaking to yourself builds confidence step by step. You feel proud of your progress even after 1 week.
And confidence grows because the brain becomes familiar with English sounds and words. When you try to speak in real life, it feels less scary.
That's right. 15 minutes a day is like training your brain and mouth together. Slowly, mistakes feel normal, and speaking becomes easier.
Exactly. And the more consistent you are, the faster your confidence grows. Even beginners can start speaking clearly and comfortably after a few weeks.
So remember, listeners, small daily practice is not just about learning words. It's about building courage and confidence to use English in real life.
Absolutely. And next, we'll give some final motivation and tips to keep you going every day. Julia, before we finish, I want to talk about motivation. Many learners start with energy, but lose hope when they don't see quick results.
Yes, Jason, that's very common. Learning a language takes time, and progress is sometimes slow, but it does happen if you keep practicing.
Exactly. 15 minutes a day may not make you fluent in a week, but in a month, you will notice real improvement. Little by little, day by day, your English skills will grow.
And it's important to celebrate small wins. Even saying one new sentence correctly or understanding a word in a song is a success.
Right. Set realistic expectations. Don't compare yourself with others. Focus on your own progress.
And remember, listeners, consistency beats intensity. Even if you're busy, 15 minutes every day is enough to move forward.
So stay patient, stay consistent, and most importantly, believe in yourself.
Yes, your journey is yours alone, and every small step counts.
Now, let's wrap up with a short summary and a final challenge for our listeners. All right, Julia, let's quickly summarize today's episode.
Yes! Today we learned that just 15 minutes a day can make a big difference in your English. Small, focused, and consistent practice is more effective than long, irregular study sessions.
We also talked about common mistakes like trying to do too much, skipping days, or focusing only on grammar. And we showed a simple 15-minute routine that includes listening, speaking, and learning new words.
Exactly. And remember, these small steps also build confidence and reduce fear of speaking English.
So here's our challenge for you listeners. Start today. Pick 15 minutes, follow the routine, and do it every day for a week. Notice how small daily practice can change your English.
Yes, and if you keep going, in a month, you will be amazed at your progress. Consistency is your secret weapon.
That's right. So start small, stay consistent, and believe in yourself.
Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, share it with your friends, and practice English every day.
See you in the next episode. Keep learning and keep improving.
Bye, everyone.